how nice to see everyone this morning on this beautiful December day. Aren't we lucky? Kate and I have been enjoying being outside in the afternoons, and it's just so incredible. We think about the rest of the country and how cold they are, and we can sit out there and it's 68, 70 degrees, and just so thrilled this time of year with the beauty around us everywhere. So we want to first off start with thank Cindy and Jeff over here for bringing these beautiful poinsettias this morning. And then we have another set of poinsettias that was brought by Betty, who are over on the table this morning. So we're ready for Christmas around here. So let's start. This is Birthday Sunday. So does anyone have a birthday here in December? No one here. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll sing happy birthday. I'm sure there are people in our congregation that do have a birthday in September, so we'll sing happy birthday to them.
We could sing loud enough, my son in Chicago was
Okay. All right, everybody sing with me, and the change lyrics are on the screen there. Happy birthday to you. There is no one like you, uniquely created. I love knowing you. I bless you with life and abundance galore. God bless you, my loved one, and have many more.
Jennifer is going to open our service today with song.
I'm sure some of you know this, and I truly hope you will join me in singing along. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, blah, 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 blah. 'Tis the season to be jolly, blah, 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 blah. Don we now our gay apparel, blah, 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 blah. Throw the ancient Yuletide carol, blah, 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 blah. See the blazing Yule before us, blah, 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 blah. Strike the harp and join the chorus, blah, 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 blah. Follow me in merry measure, blah, 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 blah. While I tell of Yuletide treasure, blah, 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 blah. Fast away the old year passes, blah, 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 blah. Hail the new lads and lasses, blah, 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 blah. Sing we joyous all together, blah, 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 blah. Keenness of the wind and weather, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah,
Thank you, Jennifer, for starting us off. Actually, I'd like to welcome everyone here this morning and those of us maybe attending the church online this morning. We're having a start to our month this month, and our theme for the month that Jeanne sent me just this week is Deck the Halls. So how appropriate that we opened with that song today. And you know, it is a time, I'm starting to see lights around. Kate and I put up our Christmas tree. We couldn't wait to get it up. We had a new one. So those of you who are joining us for the board meeting today will have an opportunity to see it. So, and anyone is welcome to join the board committees. We always have our meetings open for everyone. I'll just mention that while I'm talking about it this morning. But I think the thing is that we all realize that it's not all love and light at Christmas. You know, there are people that are, you know, have a loss going that's just heartbreaking for them, or there's people that are ill, or we have loved ones that are going through some kind of a trauma. So it's important for us to begin to just hold on to that part of us inside and really reach that. And that's what Jeanne's going to be doing this month. She's going to be sharing all the different things, the love and light and all the beauty that's God, and she's going to be sharing that in her weekly talks. And Reverend Sheila is going to be sharing with us next week instead of Jeanne, which will be exciting too, Sheila. We'll look over to seeing you next week. So if you would please join me for our vision and statement.
A world of oneness where all people are free and encouraged to express their divine potential.
And our mission statement.
Unity Church of Sun Lakes is a spiritual community of love and light that is dedicated to the expansion of our divinity as taught by Jesus Christ and other master teachers. We commit our time, talents, and tithes to inspire more love and peace in our world. Thank you, God.
Now I'd like to welcome anyone who may be here new for the first time. Is there anyone joining us today? A couple in the back, how nice. Would you mind introducing yourselves? Stand up, please. It's so nice to have people come to our service.
Hi, I'm Trish, and this is my husband Dwight. And I don't know if it's our first time or not. Did you used to meet in the church?
No.
No, we've met here for many years. I can't even remember. Tony would probably have a better idea.
Well, I was here 13 years.
13 years that she was here. She was one of our ministers before Reverend Jeanne. So yes, so anyway, we're just wonderful, very glad to have you here with us this morning, and we have something that we say to all our visiting people.
We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you.
Thank you.
Oh, we have more. We have more.
We just got the blessing.
Opening
Come on in.
Okay.
Our opening prayer this morning is with Reverend Julia.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's the start of Advent. Close your eyes and breathe in hope. And breathe in faith. As we enter into this Advent season, we know God's love and kindness is inside of us. Remember the magic of Christmas. If we were good, we received gifts. We know now the true meaning of Christmas is the power to be good and sharing that good always. We look past our differences and we love one another, friend and foe, bringing the light and the love of God to everyone, everywhere. We pass that through our lives, and so it is.
So it is.
So after this, Kay is going to come up and read the daily word to us. And after Kay is finished, Tom is going to come up and give you a preview to his meditation this morning. And then Jennifer will sing us into the meditation.
Good morning. Good morning. It's so good to see all of you here. First day of Advent. It's exciting. The daily word for today is for hope and faith. My hope leads me to deepen in faith. As Advent season begins, I feel a quickening, a renewal deep within me as I embark on the spiritual journey leading to Christmas. Over the year, I may have hoped for lasting peace, greater love, or abiding joy. But as I have grown spiritually, I have learned to look for those things within, to claim them as aspects of my divine identity. Once I do that, I will begin to see them manifest in my life. Faith is how I begin to bring my hopes to life. Like my other divine gifts, I always have faith. It's up to me to decide how to use it. When I choose to believe that peace will blanket the earth, love will heal our hearts, and joy will bring harmony to the world's people. I am using the power of my faith to bring those visions to vivid life. The Bible verse is from John chapter 1, verse 5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it.
I want to start just by giving you a little background on this meditation. About a month ago, I heard a couple songs on the radio. One of my favorite songs, actually, by Marty Robbins. Some of you may recall Marty Robbins. He sang El Paso, but he also sang one called Big Iron. And I'm listening to the song, and I'm thinking back to when it was about an Arizona Ranger who killed a bad guy in western Arizona, Wickenburg, perhaps. And I'm thinking back that I actually met an Arizona Ranger back in 1960 or something. I was just a little kid. And my mother knew of him. And all of a sudden I felt his presence. And Jennifer's going to sing a song called Thinning of the Veil. And it brought us back. I felt his presence. And it caused me to look up the Arizona Rangers. They disbanded in 1908. They reformed in 1957 as a police auxiliary, and they actually have about 5 or 8 chapters throughout Arizona, one being in Sun Lakes here. So I'm going to give a meditation after the song.
I'm raising a veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. I want to know you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to see you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to hear you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to feel you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to praise you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to love you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil between me and my God. There's no separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my 'cause right here in my heart, I'm raising a babe.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Take a second breath in. Feel your connection with the universe, with the earth. And to help you achieve a sense of balance, go within into your mind's eye and picture a blank wall with the number 10 on it. The 10 is going to become a 9, and each time it changes, you'll go deeper and deeper. The 9 becomes an 8. 8 turns into 7. 6, 5. You're deeper and deeper into this state we call deep alpha. 4, 3, deeper and deeper, 2, 1. You're in a state of deep alpha. I want to read something I read this morning that St. Francis is attributed to St. Francis. As St. Francis of Assisi embraced sister death as the gateway to all fulfillment, so let us have no fear of death, but place ourselves, as he did, in the total embrace of Christ and his transforming, all-consuming love. That goes with the daily word that we have today. Picture in your mind's eye a loved one. See them in their glory. Listen to what they have to say. Talk to them if you want, for they can teach us. They're there all the time. We just need to follow it and get to where we can feel their presence. They may give you insight. They may let you know something they weren't able to tell you before their transition. You may want to tell them something that you didn't get a chance to tell them before their transition. Or you just want to hang out for a moment. Hang out for a moment. Be still and be with them. Learn from them. Teach them. They've reached their fulfillment. They're basking in the love of God. Let their good feelings come to you and help give you guidance. Stay there a few more minutes, a few more moments. It's a good place to be. It's warm and embracing. Nothing to fear, only love. realm of the present. Take a breath. Feel your energy in this room. Open your eyes when you're ready. Think about what you just experienced. Make it part of you. Open your eyes and be in the present.
Now Jennifer's going to sing another song for us, and then Reverend Jeanne is coming up here to give us our lesson today.
Glad I started to speak, but that wasn't on. Thank you for that invitation, Tom. It's really beautiful.
When I'm feeling down and blue, I found a trick that I'll share with you. I can choose a better way with every little thought I think. If I wake up with a bad attitude, I fill my mind with gratitude. I give thanks for everything with every little thought I think. I can choose to be happy, choose to be free, moment by moment. It's all up to me, 'cause what I think about I bring about. The way it is, there is no doubt. Day by day I pave the way with every little thought I think. What you thinking? 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 Gotta watch your thinking. When I'm feeling down and blue, found a truth that I'll share with you. I can choose a better way with every little thought I think. And if I wake up with a bad attitude, I just fill my mind with gratitude. I give thanks for everything with every little thought I think. I can choose to be happy, choose to be free, moment by moment. It's all up to me, 'cause what I think about I bring about. It's the way it is, there is no doubt. Day by day I pave the way with every little thought I think. Day by day I pave the way with every little thought I think. Oh, day by day I pave the way with every little thought I think. What you thinking? What you thinking? What you thinking? What you thinking? Gotta watch. What you thinking? What you thinking? Gotta watch your thinking. Watch your thinking. Watch your thinking.
Love. Hi, Laura. Hi. Tony's here. Oh my God. What an incredible. Thank you so much for coming today.
Yes.
Oh, I think I'm shrinking. Okay. Well, welcome, Jill. Oh my goodness. So long. Thank you for coming today and bringing a friend. So, all right, it's Advent. Last year we made a big deal about Advent, and sometimes Unity goes into Advent and sometimes not. So I chose this year. We did it last year, so this year. But I do want to acknowledge that it's the first weekend of Advent, and what Unity talks about with Advent, they describe it as a season of hope, of renewal, and of change. So many of you always ask me, how do you know what you're going to talk about? Well, that's where I go. I go to Unity, and what do they want me to talk about? So it's a time away from many obstacles that impede spiritual growth and immerse ourselves in the one presence. So that was my premise. So our theme this month, inspired of course by Deck the Halls each week. And we're to deck the halls of our hearts and our minds with peace, power, grace, faith, and love of God. How's that sound? this song for a little song trivia. The music is believed to be Welsh, in origin dating back to the 16th century. And the first publication date of the song was 1881. So now you have a little Deck the Halls trivia. 1881. So everywhere we look, the halls are decked out. Everywhere, if you go outside and you see all the neighborhoods decking out there with lights, and, except for Jeff and Cindy's houses. No. No, mine isn't either. I don't have my lights up. But everything is bedecked and bejeweled with tinsel and lights and colors so bright. And I'm sure, Bettina and Paul, you've got your lights up, right? Yes. Yes. You're usually the first. So the question this morning is, do we always feel bedecked and bejeweled at this time of the year? Perhaps the answer is yes, but perhaps it's not so much. In fact, perhaps this is a time of sadness or grief for some. It could be because someone's love has passed away, and we have someone in our congregation whose love has passed away, and we feel for that. And we know that there are those of you who will be facing your first holiday without your beloved spouse or partner or parent or friend, brother. And our hearts go out to you with love. So perhaps you have old hurts or other issues that might bubble up to the top of your emotions at this time of year that might keep you from feeling the holiday spirit. So perhaps you're experiencing financial challenges at this time of the year. That used to be something I used to go through every year back in my 30s, 20s, because I spent my whole wad on Christmas. And then my back would go out in January. Correlation. So, whatever it is that you might be going through, I want you to know that it's okay. We are a rah-rah, upbeat spiritual community. We believe in the goodness of life. We believe it's our birthright to experience joy, peace, love, and abundance. And we believe that God always has our back. And we acknowledge that we don't always feel rah-rah and upbeat, and we don't always feel joy or peace or love or particularly abundant. And sometimes we simply might feel alone. And the holidays can bring that out in us, and we know that. I know that. And I want you to know that our prayer team, every Wednesday they gather, and they are there for you. And I would imagine they would be there for you at any time you reached out. But let's talk a little bit about that this morning. There's an amazing poem by Sufi poet Rumi, and he entitled this talk, The Guest House. How many are you familiar with The Guest House? Oh good, I get to introduce this. Betty? Okay, I love this. He says, this being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, he says. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So let's pull from that beautiful passage and look at a few key elements. And then I'll give you a couple of practical ideas for helping you feel more bedecked and bejeweled this holiday season. But first, in dealing with our emotions, the first step is awareness, and it's not denial. Don't do those spiritual bypasses. It's not really happening. It's all an illusion. No. We don't do that here. We identify the emotion, but don't identify with the emotion. I love that idea. Just identify the emotion, but don't identify with it. Remember we talked about don't build a condo with it. When you become aware of an emotion, treat it as you would an honored guest in your house. Welcome it, but don't let it take up residence. Respect it and honor it. Be kind and compassionate to it, but don't let it run amok. And let it know that as a guest in your home, it will be expected to follow the house rules. It shall not take charge of your life. So think about it. If you had a guest house, a house guest who had wild parties every night, and your neighbors would complain, it wouldn't be acceptable for you to say, I can't help it. My rowdy house guests made me invite all of his friends, and I have no control over that. No. We are responsible for what goes on in our homes. Likewise, we are completely responsible for our own inner world. So honor your emotion, guests, without letting them take over. You are not the victim of them. You are their gracious host. In truth, those emotions don't feel comfortable having the run of the place. It's not their job description. And they get really fearful when they run amok. These emotions actually need house rules, and only you can provide them. If you discover that they're running amok, your first response might be to evict all of these squatter emotions and be done with them. But it's not that simple. These emotions are here for a reason. And that's what Rumi is telling us. They've just become unruly because there was no one to tell them the house rules. No one to explain that they are honored guests and their input is valued. All final decisions will be made by the owner, namely you.
Yes.
So what you need to do is get to know each one of these emotions. Guests, one-on-one, and ask them questions and honor them and understand their intentions and just specifically ask, where do you come from? What is your intention? How can I make you more comfortable? What am I going to gain from your presence? And they will respond with gratitude. As you get to know them, and as they understand that you're in charge, things will quiet down, I promise you. You will find ways to satisfy some of the needs of your guests. And you will also be surprised at what they might have to share with you. No matter what emotion seems to be holding you hostage, remember that your emotions only want to serve you if you let them. You have the deed to your life, and your emotions are your honored guests. And each, as Rumi tells us, has been sent as a guide from beyond. And in all of this, I want to remind you of something else. God is always God. No matter what our emotional storm or what objective situation may be, there is always something hidden in the inner being that has never been violated. It is that silent witness, the observer within you. We may stumble, but always there is that eternal voice forever whispering within our ear, that thing that causes the eternal quest, that presence of love and joy, if we seek it. What is it that will support you this holiday season in treating your emotions as honored guests and realizing and being clear that part of your house rules are that God is bigger? Your inner light is brighter than any emotion that could sweep through you, and that the emotion is sweeping through you to help you get there. Wayne Muller, in his book, How Then Shall We Live, shares that the centerpiece of Quaker theology is their steadfast belief in a palpable inner light. This light, they insist, is a spark of the divine that burns brightly and surely within each and every one of us. Does that sound familiar? One Quaker writer expresses it in this way, and I'm quoting from How Then Shall We Live. Deep within us, there is an amazing inner sanctuary of the soul, a holy place, a divine center, a speaking voice to which we may continuously return. Eternity is at our hearts, pressing upon our time-torn lives, warming us and intimations of an astounding destiny, calling us home unto itself. Yielding to these persuasions, gladly committing ourselves in body and soul, utterly and completely to the light within, is the beginning of true life. It is a dynamic center, a creative life that presses to birth within us. So do what we need to do. Get what you need to get to support you at this time so that your inner light can shine brightly and joyously. And if you are shining brightly and joyously, shine brightly on someone who's not. It's catchy. Catches like wildfire. Charles Fillmore says, first we must pray with understanding, and that understanding comes through meditation. Meditation in the silence. And we must meditate without conflicting, antagonizing thoughts coming in. Are you with me?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But it takes practice to get there, right? You can't just sit down today and have silence. We know that. But we know with practice, we can find that silence. He says, go to the inner closet Now, these 120 followers of Jesus had been taught by him. They had depended upon his personality. And he told them that he must go away, but the Holy Spirit would come. What I think that means is when I'm in meditation, if I'm solely in my personality, in my third dimension self, he said this and she did that and I'm mad, and if I can get rid of the personality part of me and rise to the Holy Spirit, that higher self within me, there's space there, and I can see, and I can feel God there. That Spirit is within every one of us. And if we're depending upon our personality for our truth, we will be deeply disappointed. Our personality will have to be withdrawn before we can awaken in ourselves the same Spirit that is in the one who we've been watching, Jesus the Master. Or other masters, spiritual masters. So I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you would close your eyes. I want you to just be, to go into that space of effortless silence. And leave all of your roles aside. That I'm a father, that I'm a mother perhaps, that I'm a carpenter. Leave them aside. All of your roles are a limitation of who you really are. Whatever you define, you confine. So let go of your identity. And who's there? Who is watching from pure awareness? Being completely detached from any thoughts that might come in. Keep your sense of presence. Remain empty. Just simply be without engaging in the identity and mind activity. And you come to see that there's a deeper space of witnessing there that is untouched. It has no identity, no personality. It is pure consciousness itself, and it is always there. It was never born. It will never die. You are not your thoughts. You're not your mind. You're not your body. You are pure awareness. This is the upper room, where you create space between your personhood and the God self. And now come back into this space. Where you've hopefully created a little space between you and your personhood. So here are 3 things that could support you this holiday season. Be okay with shedding some tears. Turn to your faith and prayer and meditation. And get an ample amount of hugs. I heard that no one has ever died from crying, but people have died from not crying. So if you need to have a good cry, then have a good cry. Second, turn to your faith. Let your faith support you during this time. God is always God. No matter what our emotional storm or what our objective situation may be. There is always that silent observer within us, and we're never, ever alone. So turn to that, remember that, and rest in that. And finally, getting ample amounts of hugs. There was a father who decided to try the hug it out method with his son. His small son was having a temper tantrum. The father got down on one knee and shouted, "I need a hug!" His son asked through his sobs, "What? Right now?" The father says, "Yes, I need a hug." And his son asked incredulously, "Now? The father said, "Yes, I want one now." And the son said, "Okay," and begrudgingly and stiffly gave his father a hug. And soon the stiffness disappeared, and they melted into each other's arms. After a few moments, the father said, "Thanks, I really needed that." And his son said with a small tremor on his lips, "So did I." So there's just a few ways to deck the halls of your hearts and minds with peace, power, joy, and the love of God. So for those of you who are feeling pretty good this month or this morning, feeling like your lights are shining brightly and who are willing to share your light, I want to challenge you to hug it out with someone today. And if you feel like you could use a hug, I challenge you to be brave enough to ask for that hug today. God bless you all.
Thank you, Jeanne. That was wonderful. Let's say our affirmation together. Today I deck the halls of my heart and my mind with God's peace, power, and grace. In this season and in all the seasons of my life, I reflect, remember, and radiate God's love. I anchor it all in the power of my faith, and my faith in power. All right, it's time for our offering. So our ladies will start passing the baskets, and Jennifer is going to join us, and we can sing with her today. And let's first say our prayer, offering blessing. Divine love as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am so blessed. Thank you, God.
I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive love, love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive. I am here to give and receive love. I am here to give and receive.
Let's join me today in our offering of gratitude. We give thanks for these many blessings of today, and know they are but a symbol of the inexhaustible substance of the universe. I give thanks that 10 times this much or more is now on its way to me and quickly manifests in perfect ways. And now for our announcements. The first one is our Sunday breakfast, which is next week. Yes, Julia?
They are just opening, and they will be open next week, but I don't know what the menu is. So if you don't want to do it, or if you want to go to your Christmas party, the sign-up sheet's in the back.
Yes, we do have another commitment, yes, like next week. But yes, if you want to join for second Sunday breakfast, please do. It's always pretty nice over there. I guess they've made some changes, so we're unsure of what's going on. But we like to get together every month and just touch base with everybody. It's so nice. And our Unity Holiday Party, that's at Kate's and my house this year. This is our 3rd annual Christmas party, I believe. And it's always well received by everybody. Kate and I make a beef brisket. That's been a request. It's the first time we did it. So that always comes. And then we ask people to bring some sides and some, whatever you want to bring to join the party. So we'll be having that. It starts at 5 o'clock. And we're going to have a white elephant gift exchange. We did one last year, and it was hysterical. It really was. Anytime you do a white elephant, you can really get a lot of laughs over it. So if you want to take part in that, bring a little gift with you of some kind, and then we'll have that. And maybe some carols. We'll have a good time. So please join us and sign up in the back so we know you're coming and also know what you're bringing so we can get an idea about what's going to be put out on the tables. All right, what else? Our prayer partner today is Barbara Kelly. She'll meet you in the back over here if you want prayer after the service today. Our prayer team meeting meets with Reverend Julia Norton. She's in the back, and she manages that prayer treatment on Zooms for us. The Reiki Share Group every Tuesday. Betty Gardner is here today, Betty, and she is there at 9:30 a.m. over in Cottonwood. She can tell you about it if you'd like information. Our metaphysical group every other Wednesday with Reverend Sheila Taylor, and she's in the back today, and she'd be happy to talk to you about that too, I'm sure. And next Sunday, our message will be with Sheila Taylor, and music again with Jennifer. We love to have you, Jennifer, so it'll be nice to have you again next week. So all we have today, we want to thank Jennifer, Cindy and Jeff, and Betty for all their donations and help this week with the beautiful flowers, and of course, our wonderful sound engineer over there, Derek. Welcome back. We're so glad to have you. And all of our volunteers today. So let's join us now. Jennifer's going to sing a last final song, and after that, we'll do our prayer for protection together. Thank you.
There is a light in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. There is a spirit who brings a fire, ignites a candle, and makes its home. So confused and torn, hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. 'Cause we are a family and our hearts are blazing. So let's raise our candles and light up the sky. Spread hope and love in the name of Spirit. We are a beacon in darkest times. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, deceived and poor. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, confused and torn. Hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world.
Everyone want to stand, and we'll say our prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.